Hello guys, welcome to the video, hope you all are well. Today's video guys, in the Season 4 Necromancer guys, full Shadow Summoner build again, the Shadow Lich Summoner guys. It's really fun, I tested this on the PTR. Unfortunately I can't show you this guys in action unfortunately today, because the patch isn't out yet till tomorrow, which I can't wait to go live. So I've just got a little plan here guys to show you the new build that I've come up with, okay? So let's go for it. So let's start guys with a Book of the Dead, okay? So we're going for Reapers guys as always. So we have a 50% chance to carve the flesh of enemies, giving us a corpse, okay? So we've got infinite corpses, so you're never going to have to worry about running out of skeletons if they die, which is very unlikely because they're super tanky now, because for those that don't know, minions now use 100% of your stats. So all your armor, resistance, that goes into your pets, so should be absolutely fine. So this gives us auto healing, auto barrier, tons of corp explosion. Fantastic. Love you guys. Then skeletal mages guys, we're using shadow mages. Okay, and I've opted for the 3% increased damage for each active shadow mage. That gives us an extra 15%, which is absolutely lovely. Or you can go for the additional bolt as well if you want to. But honestly, I think this is better. If you can go with this for the proc the Shadow Blight passive on your weapon a bit quicker, but 15% shadow damage, guys, for your pets is, well, apart from the golem, is very, very good. And so with the golem, guys, in this build, you can actually use any golem you want. Okay, you can use any golem you want, but honestly, the blood golem, if for damage, is your best bet, guys. With this one here, when your blood golem heals itself with its active ability, you are healed for 5% of your maximum life for each enemy drained. And this also gives you barrier, guys. We'll go over that in a second. And they gain 25% damage reduction, 50% increased damage as well. The golem's active ability basically does a huge nuke, and it's extremely potent. So you've got a really strong boss, guys, up on your screen. Send your golem in there, hit that active ability, man. Watch it just pop. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. Right then, guys, that's the Book of the Dead. Gear stats are next. Okay, guys, so we're using Blood Getter's aspect on the helm. Okay, your Skeletal Priest also empowers you at 55 to 70% effectiveness. Okay, so Skeletal Priest is basically when you have maximum pets. When you cast on a corpse again, you get the Skeletal Priest appear, and he normally heals your pets and gives you a damage buff for your pets. But the healing part of that actually affects your character. Okay, which is absolutely disgusting. So if you pop in Territory Pants, it actually gives you a barrier, effects that heal you beyond 100% life, grants you a barrier up to 40 to 80% of your maximum life that lasts for 8 seconds. I've stacked an enormous amount of maximum life into this build, guys, so all this is happening automatically on Ring of Sacrificial Soul, okay? So all your pets are being buffed and healed, you're being healed and generating an automatic barrier, so there's a lot of cool little working gear things here, okay? So this makes the build very, very lazy, which is always great, guys, for summoners, okay? So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a casual build to carry you throughout the whole season, oh my god, you know, super lazy, guys, super lazy as always. Nice. Right then, guys, on the helmet then. So, Blood Getter's aspect for the extra heal, and for gear stat priority, intelligence, maximum life and armor, and then for tempered effects, I've gone for maximum life again, and then of course corpse tendril size, guys. Now corpse tendril is done automatically as well from Ring of Sacrificial Soul, and I've got 2 rolls of this onto the gear, and the tendrils, guys, literally just covers the whole screen pretty much. It's disgusting. It just goes, and every monster in range, guys, just gets paused into one spot, and then your Ring of Mendling goes off from your pets. Those big explosions, they're dead, man. So cool, man. I can't wait for it to go live tomorrow. Okay, guys. So chestplate. Aspect of Hardened Bones, okay? This gives you a 15 to 20% increased damage reduction for you and your pets, guys, okay? So your pets will very rarely die, and this also affects you. Bonus, brilliant. Okay, guys, gloves are next. Oh, and also, sorry, intelligence, armor, or res. Total armor, and again, corpse tendril size, guys, for the tempers there. For gloves, guys, aspect of the Damned, you deal 35 to 50% increased shadow damage to enemies affected by a curse, which is Decrepify on our bar. The Decrepify does a lot of stuff for us. We'll go over that in just a second. So as soon as you curse something, guys, you get basically extra up to 50% shadow damage. And your skeletal warriors are dealing shadow damage, and so are your mages. And also your character itself is doing DOT ticks as well, with Shadow Blight, Corp Explosion, Shadow Corp Explosion as well. So there's a lot of damage buff coming from this. It's very, very nice. Gear stat priority, guys, intelligence, attack speed. Remember, all these stats will go to your pets now. So your attack speed works on your pets, so they attack faster, which is great. Crit strike chance, and then, guys, for tempered effects, offensive, skeletal mage's damage bonus, and then offensive for golem's damage bonus. Now, the golem isn't shadow, but he will still do an enormous amount of damage because one of the aspects we're about to come up to in a second. Temperature impedance, guys, like I said, this gives us barrier from healing automatically, or when you use a potion, or when you use the blood golems heal as well, to give you barrier as well. Temporary repair is fantastic because it also gives you maximum life, potion drop rate, lucky chance to actually heal as well. So as you're proccing your lucky effects from these rings here, if this goes off, that's also giving you barrier as well. And also it's giving you healing receive bonus as well. So that's actually working with a blood gas aspect as well. And if actually bonus healing, guys, it's going to turn into barrier. So, yeah, it's very nice. It's very, very nice, man. Boots, guys. Okay, so using aspects of Cult Dominion, that basically gives an extra 2 pets for warriors and mages. Intelligence, max life, movement speed, bonus movement speed, and then corp explosion size. That makes the blighted corp explosion even bigger, and it'll just tick harder, guys. Do more stuns, things like that. Brilliant. Right, guys, for weapon, man, blighted aspect, okay? You deal 50 to 120% increased damage for 6 seconds after the Shadow Blight key passive damages enemies 10 times, okay? So, because we've got Shadow Warriors and Shadow Mages just casting like crazy with the attack speed we have, this should be up pretty much all the time. To make sure, I'm putting a pot of aspect. Skeletal Priests empower your Skeletal Warriors attacks to deal shadow damage and have a 5 to 20% chance to stun enemies for 1.5 seconds. So this is turning all your warriors into shadow warriors as well. And the Skeletal Priest buff is going off all the time because you're creating so many corpses from the Reapers up above, guys, okay? So, with all your 6 skeletons and 5 mages attacking all the time at crazy attack speed because of the aspect here. We'll go over that in just a second. Blighted aspect should be up all the time. Now, normally I would put reanimation here for the base damage increase for the pets, but that's not nowhere near 120%, you know, so it's very, very nice. Brilliant. Okay, guys, so weapon. You can actually use wand if you want more lucky chance stuff, or you can go sword for critical strike damage, so it's up to you, really. If you have lucky, that means you're going to get more stuns and things like that, and more heals going off. Or you can go for a one-handed sword for the 15% critical strike damage bonus. Also, you can use a two-hander in here if you want to instead. It just means that you could maybe get rid of Ring and Mendlin and move this to here, then this over to here on a base ring. Okay. So yeah, guys, I went for intelligence, attack speed, critical strike damage, then tempered effects, chance for skeletal mage attacks to cast twice. Okay, so if they cast twice, it's just proccing this even faster. Then offensive, guys, a skeletal mage damage bonus as well. Lovely. And also, guys, there was a change for skeletal mages as well, where their shadow bolts now pierce through targets. Okay, it doesn't just hit the guy and stop now. If it's going through loads of monsters, guys, it's going to proc blight an aspect much, 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 much quicker. Brilliant. Okay, guys, on to the amulet. Okay, guys, we're using aspect of the Frenzied Dead. Each time one of your summoner minions attacks the target, they gain 10 to 14 attack speed for 3 seconds, up to 30 to 42%. Obviously, this is on an amulet, so we get the 150% buff as well. And this makes all your pets attack like crazy, okay? It's really nice. I've gone for intelligence, total armor, and attack speed, then offensive glass, skeletal mage damage, and offensive golems damage as well. And yeah, this attack speed buff, guys, just makes your pets go crazy. Procs Cult Leader on the Paragon board as well. Even if you go over the 100% damage buff, just keep stacking it, man, because the faster your pets are attacking, the faster the Ring of Mendlin is going to be going off, guys, with these massive explosion procs. Now, that has been changed. Every 6th attack from each minion is empowered, exploding for physical damage, not shadow damage, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. Though, saying that, having this one here that turns it to shadow might still make it explode for shadow, possibly. Who knows, but we have to test it more. But either way, guys, explosive damage, especially when everything's being pulled together with one tendril from all the corpses you can generate, it's going to be pretty cool. And also, guys, Ring of Mendlin gives you lucky chance as well, which is great. Minion attack speed, minion life, a bit of thorns as well, which is always good. Then, guys, probably the most important ring in this build is Ring of the Sacrilegious Soul. It drops on Varshan, one of the first bosses. And it's got lucky chance, maximum life, maximum essence, rank of corpse skills. More importantly, guys, automatically classes Raised Skeleton, and also does it to the priest for you as well. Auto corpse explosions and auto tendrils. This thing is absolutely gold ring. That's great. It's really, really nice. In the early game, guys, you can use this build as well to level up as well. Obviously, you're not going to have these uniques here straight away. For pants, just use Hardened Bones or the Juggernaut aspect. That'd be absolutely fine. Yeah, put the Juggernaut aspect here for the armor bonus. And for these reasons here, guys, just use reanimation and tendrils aspects. And you'd be good to go. Good to go. Lovely! Right then, guys. So also, guys, this offhand here is actually a shield as well, by the way. It's got a shield here as well. And the shield is the main hand damage bonus one with intelligence, crit shot chance, armor, maximum life, and total armor. We should have a lot of maximum life there, guys, for the barrier gen. It's going to be good. Weapon, guys, vulnerable with emerald. As always, guys, rubies meant for the extra life. And just in case you don't get all your resistances, okay, then we've got resistances on jewelry for now. But just juggle it around till you get the right stat. Brilliant, guys. So up next is the skill tree. Okay, let's go to the skill tree. Okay, guys, first 2 points doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just stick them wherever you want. Because while you're leveling, the pets just destroyed everything anyway. That and the Shadow DOT. So just put 2 points here, guys. Come down here. And go straight into Blight. Okay? Go straight into Blight, guys. Blight DOT. Does a slow as well, which is great. And then you and your minions deal 20% increased damage to enemies within Blight. So just cast as the monsters. Your pets just going to smash. Brilliant. Then, guys, huge flash. Okay? Unlucky hit. Your damage has a 12% chance to create a corpse. So more corpses, guys. You can be healing. Constant pet flow, corp explosions going off everywhere. It's going to be great. So, when a corp explosion, guys, corp explosion here to blighted corp explosion. Corp explosion becomes a darkness skill. Instead of exploding, release a Val Masba, dealing blah blah shadow damage over 6 seconds. So, this is doing DOT ticks and it's proccing stuns and cooldowns for you. It's disgusting. It's really, really good. It's all done for you automatically as well. Brilliant. I had a spare port, guys. I'll punch into spiked armor for the extra armor for me and my pets, which is good. Max out Skeleton Warrior Mastery for the extra pets for your damage for your warriors. 2 points in Grim Harvest, guys. We won't need tons of essence in this build. You're not like spamming your blight or anything like that. It's pretty much your only active skill, actually, apart from the crap, which doesn't really take that much anyway. So, yeah, if you do find that you have some power issues, just take the point out of spiked armor, just pop it in here to bring it up to 6. And then, guys, Fueled by Death for an extra 9% increased damage from Consume the Corpse for 6 seconds, which is done for you automatically. Brilliant. And, guys, come on down here and grab Decrepify next. Okay, grab Decrepify, guys. Does a slow, makes them do less damage to you. Does a stun as well, Lucky Charge, which is amazing. And also cooldowns, okay? So, obviously, the Golem is our big spike damage guy when you use his active ability. So, having this in here just resets that cooldown very, very quickly for you, okay? So, like I said, with the main hand weapon, you can go wand or sword, okay? But we do have 2 lucky chances on the both rings, so it should be fine, okay? But if you find that it's not going off enough, just switch your main hand to a wand and it should be fine. So, yeah, guys, always open up with Decrep, okay? Curse bonus, guys, you deal 12% increased damage to curse enemies, so amplify damage as always, so curse everything. And you'll blast through. Honestly though, guys, if you're doing general farming, like World Tier 4 and stuff, most of the time you can just let the pets do everything for you. You probably wouldn't have to cast anything. But if you're doing like Nightmare Dungeons and deeper content like the Pit, things like that, or big bosses, things like that, obviously curse everything, you know. But generally, man, for World Tier 4, pets will probably wipe out the whole screen. Skeletal Mage Mastery, guys, more damage for your mages, absolutely. And then max out Death's Approach, guys. Necromancer is generally a very slow character, and Blizzard changes recently, so now we get an extra 12% movement speed here. Brilliant. Down to next tree, guys. Okay, then. So, I've actually got Gruesome Mending in. Why am I using Gruesome Mending? Because of the barrier effect from the Priest now, with Temporary Pants. If we do 30% extra healing, guys, we're going to get that barrier up really quickly. Like, really quickly. So one corpse will generate tons of barrier for us. You don't have to use this. You can take these points out, guys, and chuck them in Hellbent Commander, for instance. Problem with Hellbent Commander, though, this damage bonus only works if you're standing next to the target with your Necromancer, which kind of sucks a little bit. So that's the reason why I went and did go for it. But I'll probably still use Hellbent Commander at some point, though. But for now, early on, use Gruesome Mending, guys. It just keeps your life nice and easy. Tendrils, guys, for the slow, stun, and vulnerable, which is nice. You can opt, instead of the vulnerable, you can opt out for the Blood Orb generation instead. So if you pick up the Blood Orb, you generate barrier as well. If you want to, but honestly though, I think the heal from the corpses and this should be enough. So definitely go for the vulnerable damage instead. One point, guys, an extra character piece. Blizzard gives us a bit more damage reduction for fortifying your character now. You're fortifying very, very quickly now. When a corpse is fought by your skills or minions, you basically fortify very quickly. We're generating corpses at a ridiculous rate with the Reapers, guys, with the attack speed and the build. So 1 point is more than enough. You just go whoop, and you got another damage reduction. Brilliant. Okay, guys, some Shadow stuff. Reapers Pursuit, 1 point here for movement speed. Max out Gloom and Terror, guys, with the big damage increases from Shadow and Pets. and then 1 point in Crippling Darkness, so you get another chance for stun from Shadow DOT ticks, okay? There's a 50% chance to stun enemies 1 second when you deal X shadow damage to them, so the pets are proccing this as well. It's filthy, man, so good. Then guys, pop down there, you can see here, guys, I'm not actually using Armor of the Dead, okay? We're not using no ultimate. I feel like, personally, with the Shadow Blight proc, we'll have better damage uptime, probably than using this. I would do another version of this build, I think, with using this as well. But right now, I'm not using it. We're just doing like a basic, super lazy version. Golem Mastery, guys. Increase the damage to support your golem by 75%. You want the golem to go smack. And then, guys, Expiring Leader. While you are healthy, you gain 12% increased critical strike chance, and humans gain 18% critical strike chance as well, which is huge. Like I said, I'm not using Hellbent, because we're stuck into healing, and this, you have to be close for this to work. 1 point in Death Defense, guys. I only did 1 point, because remember, your pets now take 100% of your stats into them. So, all your auras and armor is going to your pets. I only put 1 point in this. Then maxed out, guys, bonded in essence. Every 8 seconds, your skeletal priest healing will heal you or skeletons for an additional 60% of their maximum life. Remember, that affects you now with the new aspect. So your barrier generation should go whoop, straight through the roof, guys, with the temperature pads. Should be really nice. Then last of all, this guys, of course, is Shadow Blight. Shadow damage infects enemies with Shadow Blight for 2 seconds every 10th time an enemy receives shadow damage from you or your minions. While they are affected by Shadow Blight, they take an additional 22% shadow damage. Shadow Blight's damage is increased by your shadow damage over time bonus, okay? And there you go, guys. That is the skill tree. Alright, guys. Paragon board. Nice and easy. Okay, I went up this way, guys, to grab some resistance just in case, you know. You find out that your resistances are okay, guys. And this might be overcapped. You can come over this way here and pick up the damage bonus instead. Okay, but when you first start, though, go up this way here. Just so it makes the leveling process a bit easier. First glyph, guys, is Darkness. Okay, so we get extra shadow damage, obviously, for our pets now. And a debuff as well for our pets on the mobs as well, which is good. Then, guys, we're going up to the Cult Leader board. Okay, your minions deal 30% increased damage for each 20% of attack speed bonus they have, up to a maximum of 100% attack speed bonus. Feel free, though, to have more attack speed over this, guys, because it's still going to make your pets attack faster, which is proccing Ring of Mendling and all your cooldowns and your stuns and Shadow Blight, okay? So don't feel like you just have to just go for that 100%, you know? Feel free to go over and just make them go crash, okay? Now, I'm not spec'd into like the tons of the Shadow Warrior damage, just didn't have enough points, but I mostly went for the mages and all that good stuff. So all the mages, guys, are super jacked, okay? Super jacked. Lovely. So Dead Raise as always, guys, for the extra damage reduction and pet bonuses over here. We're over here to the next board, which is Wither. Okay, so we're down here. I've taken Mage to boost up all the Mage's damage, guys, as always. And Wither, guys, your shadow damage over time effects have a 5% chance to deal 50% bonus damage each time they deal damage. And this chance is increased by 1%, and bonus damage is increased by 4% for each 60 intelligence you have. I've put as much intelligence as I have, guys, into this build as possible. Okay, we've got 622 in currently. So, as your damage over time effects, so Blight and Corp Explosion, Shadow over time effects, guys, is proccing this as well. So your pets are still the bulk of your DPS, but you've got some extra damage on top from your DOT takes proccing Wither. It's very, very nice, man. So, even though the pets are pretty much most of the damage in this build, you got some extra damage there, guys, as well, man. So you can feel like a bit like a Shadow Lich and go blast those demons back to hell. Fantastic. Then, guys, we've got into the next board, which is Flesh Eater. I absolutely love this node. It's so good. Because when you've got a Sacrilegious Ring on 1 second, you can keep this out pretty much all the time. 40% damage buff, guys, for 6 seconds after consuming 5 corpses. Yikes. So good. So try and get a perfect sack ring, guys, as quick as you can. It's really good. Next glyph I went for, guys, was Essence. Okay, it's for the critical strike damage bonus. Okay, crit strike damage for the win. Just put a lot of crit on your gear. All the gear rolls are there for you. Okay, so where your pets are just doing those big chunky damage. And also, guys, Shadow Blight key passive as well can crit as well. So it will affect that as well, which is really, really nice. Go for the damage nodes here, blah blah blah. You know, guys, usual damage to crit strike damage. They injured and all that. And the last one, guys, is Golem. Now, I wanted this to be a full pet build, okay? Rather than just concentrating completely on Major. So I went for Golem right at the end. Because, you know, he's cool, man. He's cool. Unfortunately, I did have enough points, guys, to get up to here on the Infused Golem for the extra 25%. I couldn't manage to get to this here, unfortunately. But, You know, if I can tweak it or something like that, but I did manage to get the ones here as well. So, you know, the golem will hit extremely hard. So it's a nice balance of golem damage, mage damage, and shadow warrior damage, baby. It's going to smash, it's good. Then, guys, golem, of course, for every 5 willpower within range, get golem damage, and golems gain 25% increased damage as well. And, of course, Hulking Monstrosity. Your golem has a 40% increased maximum life and deals 100% extra damage. So the idea is, basically, when Flesh Eater and the Shadow Blight key passive are both gone off, use your active ability on your golem and watch the millions and millions of damage just pop up on the screen. Unfortunately, we can't do a Shadow Golem at the moment, but as long as those 2 buffs are up, then the golem guys will absolutely slap. It's going to be absolutely slap. It's going to be good. And there you go, guys. That is the build. Hope you guys enjoy it. There'll be a guide link in the description of this video, as always. Enjoy the build, guys, and enjoy Season 4, which goes live tomorrow, guys, on the 14th of May. Thanks for watching, guys. Stripe more. See you in the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching. Woo!